Do you ever find that when you're playing your shots, especially your longer shots, that you feel like you get stuck on the back foot? So many players are in the same boat. What happens then is you can't get your balance moving forward, you lose power and control, and that's something that we need to look at today. Hi, I'm Peter Knight. I created this video channel, Peter Knight Golf, to help you become the best player you can be. And if you want to get each video that I send out on a weekly basis, then hit the subscribe button and also the grey bell notification icon. But for today, let's look at that back foot hitting. You're one of those players that when you swing through, you feel like you're hitting off the back foot. The list of players who do that and feel they do that is a very long list. So what we need to do is find a way that we can get you off that list of players who hit off the back foot and actually move more correctly in the downswing. When I strike the ball, I want to have roughly 80% of pressure onto this left foot here as I'm swinging down and through. When I do have that, so you can think of weight and pressure for the moment, we can think of them as being pretty much the same. From the top of my backswing, I've got roughly 70 or 80% of pressure on this leg, and then very, very quickly, I need to get it across onto here. So I can't afford to sort of sway around too much, but I've got to get the feeling of getting that pressure onto the front as early as I can in the downswing. So here's a drill that we'll do to give you the feeling of being able to do that. And we'll go through a few stages of this drill. So the first one, when I set myself up, so we'll start without a ball, I'm going to set my balance so that it's virtually 100% onto my left leg. So when I set myself up here, if I'm making a swing and going to hit the ground, it's going to be more in front of my left foot because that's where my pressure is. My right foot is really just on the ground here to provide some stability so that I'm not going to overbalance. So from here, pressure is completely on this foot, and then from there, when I swing down and through, again, just with a short swing, because my hips can't turn too much because my right foot's back, I'm just getting that sense of, as the club swings down and through, pressure's mostly on here. Once I've got that sense, then I can go through to the next stage. And that is to allow some pressure to shift a little bit to the left, my right foot, my back foot. And then from there, before I start to swing down, I feel like I'm getting all that pressure onto my left foot. Just exactly the same feeling as I had with the drill. So from here again, a little bit of pressure is going to go onto this right foot, then completely onto the left as I swing down and through. Here's the third stage. This is always the toughest stage of doing this drill, but it's also the critical stage. When I swing back and through, we started off, or with the three stages, we've got first stage, pressure never moves from the front foot. It's on the front foot and stays there. Second, moves to the back foot, moves to the front, and then the club swings down. The third stage, which is the normal swing stage, we need to make this much more dynamic. So now my feeling is my pressure is moving to my right foot, but before I get to the end of my backswing, the pressure begins to move back to the left. So if I go really slowly and sort of talk you through it, so from here, pressure's moving onto my right foot, I get almost to the top of the swing, now the pressure starts to move back, and it's almost like the club's floating in midair, and the movement of the pressure to my left foot, followed by the turning of my body, that's what starts the downswing. So I'm not starting it with my hands or my arms, it's that change of pressure. So if I go smoothly a little bit more quickly, back, pressure shifts to the front, club follows. So now let's hit a shot and put it all together. So from here, again, that pressure, watch to see if that pressure starts to shift to the left foot before I begin my downswing. And that's where I'm going to get a lot of my power from. It's that pressure shifting to the front foot, which helps to generate power and speed in my swing so that I don't have to do it with my hands and arms. In fact, if I do it more with my hands and arms, it's going to inhibit my ability to do this movement correctly. So practice those three stages and work backwards and forwards through them And over a period of practice sessions, whether that's days or a few weeks, you'll find that you'll start to get a movement that's much smoother, much more powerful, and much better contact.